Oh, that's a little bit too bright. They must have been a beautiful. Oh, baby, but baby, look at you now. Look, honey, we're in duplicate with that, and up. Yeah, see, I need some cheerfulness, and I need it immediately. All right, trying to. I know, trying to do the lighting. So, where do you want to go first with conversation today? Well, it's Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you. Happy Sunday to all the brethren. Happy Sunday, brethren and sistren. And sistren, exactly. Look, he's in there too. He's everywhere, this guy. Johnny, I need you to cheer up because you're taking things a little too hard. I think it's that movie last night. Really? Yeah. Movie John is talking about is All Is Lost. You can't even talk about the movie without crying, so I don't think you can do this film today. I can do it. I really don't know because it's me, Lena. It's me. You're crying, yeah. I thought I was too. You are, but all right. The guy gets shipwrecked, right, or whatever, boat wrecked. Robert Redford. Let's start out saying about this 2013 film, All Is Lost. This is ridiculous. It's unbelievable. Yeah, how moving this film really truly was. I don't react like this to anything, right? But again, it's me reacting to Robert Redford in the solo performance of, and any performance of his, certainly, of a lifetime, as a man alone out at sea, pleasure journey, really knows what he's doing. He's an old pro, and I do mean old. He's in incredible shape, but it's like he's pretty old already. And he gets waylaid by a random Maersk container that was just floating independently. Must have fell off a big ship. And everybody knows those big, giant metal corrugated containers that carry spices or anything that you... Right. I mean... Anyway, it rips a hole in his boat, and it is a downward spiral from there. Or it is the craziest upward spiral ever. Exactly. Right. Everything that could go wrong for this guy as he was struggling, to ship his boat eventually. He goes through hell while the boat is like going down. He tries to save that little boat. And it's obvious to the viewer that he's not going to be able to save this boat. But he refuses. Lena. Oh, all right, let's backpedal a little, or front pedal. Fine. I'm a wreck. I know, Lena. Me too. My God, what is it about that film? It's just incredible. But it reminds me of our journey. I suppose, since I'm taking it very personally too. Listen, I know at the end of your life as John Lennon, you were becoming a sailor again. And I know we had previous lives together, both of us, as sailors, or a sailor and his wife. Both. I was male. I was John's laddie boy. His cabin boy. Yeah. Oh, cabin boy. My name was Rodney Lane. And he loved that lifetime with me, didn't you, John? Oh, we were gay blades. So gay. So gay. You think we're gay now? We were gay. Oh, it was grand. Was that your happiest life instead of Jack and Lindy? When we were two gay guys? I tell you, a close second. Really? Yeah, close second. Because you were so womanly, really. Really? Yeah. I mean, just beautiful, gorgeous. Who would you compare me to? I would compare you to like Sean Cassidy, the younger brother of David. Really? Yeah. That is a very definitive description, John. That guy's cute. Yeah. He doesn't look unlike somebody that you could be related to now, really. Those eyes, that hair. Really? Yeah. I take that as a compliment. He's a cute guy, Sean Cassidy. If he's the one, yeah, the other brother of Cassidy. Right. Shirley Jones' kid. Yeah. Cassidy was her stepson, right? So, what are we talking about? Well, at least we're not crying anymore. I know, my God. Oh my God, Haley. Private joke. Don't go there. All right. You're just trying to get me to laugh. And there's the 6. And 6 is our life path number in case anybody does. Hey, I wonder what happened to that other crazy woman who was claiming that you were her twin flame. You won't let me check on her. That's because she's gone. She's skedaddled. All right, good. She was insane. Ugh, Roxy. Rocks in our head. She really made me feel disgusting, like seeing her posts. Why are you bringing that up now? I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to exorcise some rancid energy that's in the house this morning. I don't know. What is it? I keep having these dreams about those people again. Okay, and it's like, ugh. Well, I told you this a long time ago. I guess I got to tell you again. Yeah, there's energy out there, right? Mm-hmm. And yes, I am going to have you tell it. I, I can't get away with the thought. No, you cannot. Same way you don't let me get away with the thought, pal. All right, so there's this energy out there, and you're still the only game in town among that whole old crowd. All right, Lena, your name crops up. It's insane. You think I'm popular as John Lennon? You're pretty fucking popular in the realms of your little world down here, Big John. Well, yeah, you always were. You always were the oddball in your whole neighborhood. You were this very, different kind of gal, right? Yeah, I guess so. Slinging guitars and bottles of booze and, standing up to the system. I don't want kids. Fuck that. I'm going to go jam, right? People want to say, oh, that's childish behavior. It's selfish behavior. No, it's not. It's self-knowing behavior. It's knowing what you want and what you don't want. So if you don't want to have a child, that doesn't make you selfish. It makes you intelligent in knowing that you don't want to wreck said unborn child's life, right? And you go ahead and say it. I want to hear you say this. I've had a good life. Yes, you have. If I die today, I have had a good life. Mm-hmm. With everything that has happened, I've had an amazing life, right? Oh, Lena, I'm so excited. Why? Because it's nice. Oh, that. Well, stop fucking with the light. All right. Well, what are you doing? I want it to look good. You wanted to show off your sunglasses. I do. Because it looks great with that light on it, doesn't it? Oh, that's my girl. Back to the movie. All is lost. Well, I tell you, the ending could have been interpreted 2 ways. And both ways, I lost it. Both interpretations of that ending made me lose it completely. Absolutely beautiful. So getting back to John, you guys got to see that movie if you haven't seen All Is Lost. I don't want to say anymore. I just don't. We'll talk about it with the next Yeah, I don't think we could get through that discussion anyway. Let's talk about me. Right. What's that saying? But enough about me. What do you think about me? Stop laughing. It's really not that funny. I love you so. I love you too, John. My God, enough already. Enough what? Nothing. I mean, just it's. I love you. I don't know what to say. Oh, who do you sound like? I sound like the guy who I kind of alienated. No, you didn't alienate him. He's a jerk. He needed that review. Really? Yeah. He needed that review. Cody Clark, he's talking about the filmmaker. I wasn't rude. I was just matter of fact. He doesn't like that. He's one of these guys who only likes you if you're kissing his ass. Hey, man, that's gonna suck for you if that's all you want in life. The more interesting things that go down are people not kissing your ass. I'll tell you right now, right, John? Hell yeah. But what I want to know is this. Yeah. So you were sailing as John Lennon, and you were like, "A sail is life for me," right? You were taking lessons and going out on boats and taking longer and longer trips. 11/11 we just hit when yes, and you were almost not shipwrecked, but it was a big storm, giant gales, and like your first serious boating trip that you went with a small crew. Everyone on board got sick, gave you the wheel. You had to tie yourself to the stem holding the wheel because otherwise the waves would have just knocked you around the boat, right? And had enough sailing wherewithal to know how to steer that boat and which waves to avoid and how to get over them and how to, right? And John has shown me this firsthand visually, his journey and that boat ride. I've seen it many times through his eyes. He'll think back on that occasion, and you can feel the force but when I see it through John's eyes, I do not feel frightened. Right? I feel because I know that he totally survived it, and that he's telling me about it, and it was, and I know that how exhilarating it was for him, and it freed him up. And he said we were talking. He said out there he was so connected with me in a way that he hadn't been in years. At that point, and it's very strange because a lot was going on in my life at that point too. That was a similar energy, right? And then at that point, I was about 17, 18. And John was just a year or two away from being assassinated. So you had some kind of scheme that you were going to become like Popeye the Sailor Man? Is that the story? Yeah, it really truly is because I was getting really excited. Lena was almost legal, Finally, I would have, and she was starting to play the clubs in New York, and finally I would have an in. I would, meeting her father didn't work, right? Several years earlier, meeting her father, having her father work for me, that didn't work out too well. We weren't ready. It was forget. Yeah, forget it. It was indecent and it was bizarre and enough. I don't want to talk about that. All right. So I says I'm going to bide my time. Biding my time as she drank her wine. Literally, yeah. But these were your years to start really getting your drink on, and I was on my way out. You're 18, and I was, I got to get sober. I got a kid here, a little kid, and we were at such different levels. So yes, exactly. But I knew you were the one. But it's hard to know it's you and to know where you are, but yet have to give you the path for a while on your own, Well, I don't know, but I know it now. I'm figuring out how all this works, I guess. All I know is I wish I could have run off with you at that point, because that would have been. I don't know about that, Lena. We were really not ready in so many ways, but maybe it would have been great. We'll never know now. Now we have now, right? I know that. So, do we sound like? I mean, I should take some more valerian or something. Maybe it's I don't know. I'm just like, I'm blown away today. Yeah. Well, let's go. Let's go on with this story. So, yeah, in the back of my mind though, I was getting excited because I was like, now I could run into her anytime. And it was easy enough keeping tabs on what? Keeping tabs on where what? Where you were day to day. Really? It's nothing to worry about. It. All right. I don't know what to say. I know there's a lot of times that you think back now and you don't, and you knew you were being followed and you thought you were crazy. No, I never thought I was crazy. I just didn't know what was going on, John. Right. So I thought I'm gonna learn. While I'm biding my time and she's living her crazy little rock and roll dream. Oh, thank you. No, it wasn't. It wasn't a little dream. You're right. But to you, I think it was. You didn't want the fame the way that I wanted the fame back then. No, it wasn't like that. I don't think I had that in me. But I wanted I wanted to have fun. Yeah, I wanted to have fun. Girls just want to have fun, John. Yeah. Easy, buddy. Are you all right? Yeah, I'm fine. So I started as part of my, projects. I had Sean. He kept me plenty busy. But then I really wanted to do kind of, boy stuff, man stuff. I wanted to have. I didn't really want to have man friends. That's not. I wouldn't. It's always nice, but I like to, the idea of doing an activity like sailing and learning something. And I was always looking, right. You took a lot of classes. You took Japanese, I think. You took yoga. I know you were really good in keeping yourself, you really are. You're the least lazy person. People say, oh, John Lennon was the laziest bastard. Who says that? You know that they do. Yeah, you're right. So, but I thought I'm gonna really impress the shit out of her. By the time I do meet up with her and ask her on a date or take her somewhere, meaning me, right? I figured when did you think it was really gonna be like a thing that when did you have it in your mind? I wouldn't let myself think that way. I wouldn't give myself a deadline with something like that. It's just like, it's going to happen. We're both in New York. New York City! ¿Qué pasa, New York? ¿Qué pasa, New York? Right? I was standing on it. Oops. God, just me and Yoko Ono. All right. I want to tell a story. So you were going to take me on a boat. I had plans. I love it. It's like the Death Cab for Cutie album name, Plans, right? And I did. I had absolute plans. I thought, I'm going to talk to her, and say, listen, I'm going to do things for you and with you, and it's going to be great, and we'll get you a good studio situation. That would have been fucking unreal, man. Oh my God, Johnny. I know. Hey, you know what? One door closes, another door opens. Yeah, open the window so I can jump. No, the other door opens, and God has something even more amazing and profound in store. Yeah, that's true. I guess we'll see what happens next, right? But anyway, we're talking back on What If back in 1980. So you were gonna sweep me off my feet and take me on a boat. Yeah, I was, but nothing so like, we wouldn't be taking a chance like Robert Redford. Well, that was a freak thing, but I would have showed you that I'm a boater and a boater. How about a sailor? All right, I'll be a sailor. A boater. What a boater? It sounds like some old guy in Florida. Pass the minnows. Why do I love you so? I don't know. And then you would have said, "Hey, baby, come on my boat." No, no, yeah, why not? If you like that, I would say it. Probably like it. Stop squeezing my stomach. Shit. Come on, Johnny. Oh, shut up. So, and then we would have gone boating, right? But like I said, pulled into some very safe little harbor, and we could, would have. No, I don't want a chef. Not a chef. I'd have it. I'd have the food ready though. What kind of food? Probably lobster and champagne and some red wine. Ooh, it sounds good. Who made that food? Well, that's where the chef come. No, but I would. The chef would be gone already. You mean the boat would have a kitchen? Of course. What else? A bedroom. A boudoir. A boudoir. A boatoir. Hey, baby, come on to my boudoir. What else would be eating? Oh, chill. Not creamed spinach. That's disgusting. I don't want that on a boat. Are you afraid if we go over, if we get tipped over like Robert Redford? Oh, when the thing went upside down. Oh, I don't want to say anymore. If you haven't seen it, you have to see it. Are you ever gonna watch it again? Maybe, maybe next year. But I'll definitely watch it again for sure. Sure, I'll watch it again. It's a fucking classic in my heart. I don't think I'll ever be the same. It's amazing, isn't it? Right. So anyway, what else you want? I want strawberries, I guess, but I want them definitely with whipped cream. Yeah. But if there's a vegan whipped cream, that would be the best. There definitely is. All right, good. Yeah, like oat milk whipped cream would be great, wouldn't it? I know. Why do I love you so? Why do I love you so? I don't know, babe. I do not know. I do not know. I really, this camera work is good, right? All right, so that's the movie review for All Is Lost, and the bottom line is, well, I don't know. Maybe it won't. Okay, so I want to talk more about me. All right, what do you want to say? And then I would we have gone to bed, you think? What do you think? You did worse in your life. Oh. How fucking dare you? What about you? I didn't do so. Oh, fuck off. You think your choices are so much better than my choices in life? What's your most fucking tawdry thing you ever did? Oh, forget it. I don't want to know. Truly, I don't. Hopefully, you've shown me everything and there's nothing worse. Lena, for God's sake. Well, you get me horny. You're a creep. That's my girl. Yeah, that's me. Listen, what are you, fucking insane? You want to... Hey, don't start, John. Don't go there. Calling me insane. Ugh. Why are you calling me Hilda? Hildebrand. Why are you calling me Hildebrand? You'll see. Hildebrand. That's a good one. What does that have? Some kind of special meaning? What would you call me? Orville. Orville and Hildebrand. Together again. So what's the other options? Oh, so we're gonna today we're going to rewatch the documentary Good Old Frida, right? Yeah. Last night, after John was very adamant, after I lost my fucking lunch at Robert Redford in the boat, uh, we watched Magical Mystery Tour, and there's a pristine copy on the Russian channel right now. Sound and visual quality are the best I've ever seen, and we don't know how long it'll be up there. So if you see the link, I would say that if you haven't seen that movie yet, that's a great place to go see it quick before they take it down. So Magical Mystery Tour, which always cheers me up, Aunt Jessie, come on, You guys made a mistake though. Yeah, I think so too. Absolutely, I believe that's true. Well, what I said is what I was going to say is John is reading my mind is that they should have left in the original film the whole fish and chip scene. The fish and chips was cut, and there's other places you could find it in its own segment, but it's like their trip to the fish and chips store with Shirley's wild accordion music playing. That was the best scene of the movie, and you guys cut it. Why'd you do that? I should have had more to say about what was going on there. You're right. How could Paulie fucking do that? You guys worked on that together. Paul? I just felt, she's right. Yeah, she's right. Thanks, Paul. It's okay. How are you? All right. Very good. Boy, you don't check in on me at all, really, do you? Oh, Paul, please cheer up. I promise I'll check on everybody a lot more, especially after last night's movie. Did you? Oh, yeah. So it was great. Wow. Let me. What are your thoughts, Paulie, about the? I'm not big on it. No, you're not. You don't go out on the sailing thing too much. Well, I do a little jibbing here and there, but I don't really. You do some jibbing, do you? The Irish jib. Stop calling me Lucy Ricardo, John. I'm not going to put up with that. You really reading his mind like nobody's business, right? Yeah, it's like that right now. She ignores me a lot. I do not, John. She does. What are you biting on my lip like that for? Because I want you. So, Paul, but I mean, I probably, I mean, you always can look and see what life would have been like if John hadn't crossed over when he did and everything. But if he was alive, I think I'd have fun sailing with him. But they're really, I've done my share. But in all honesty, I think I'm a landlubber, pretty much. I don't really feel that stirring drive. I don't know. How do you feel about it, Lena? I think you're still not crazy about the boats. I am not crazy about the boats because I don't want to drown. And I'm a very good swimmer, right? I, I started swimming very young, just like John, just like Shawnee, Julie too. Yeah, those little guys, they were little baby squirts jumping in the water. Shawnee and Julie. But I really started full force when I was about 4. And I was natural. I taught myself. Well, John says he was there, so I believe he was because I was fearless learning how to swim. I didn't want anyone to help me. I was like, I'm going to do this. I want to be a mermaid. Most beautiful mermaid I've ever seen. Thanks, John. That's really nice. Do appreciate that. And you look nice when you're swimming around. I always thought you were very nice, natural, healthy glow about you. You revive. You come alive in the water. Well, we're from Neptune. Yes, so I understand. Children of Neptune. So, so yeah, in this lifetime, I have never really wanted to go on boat trips. Not really. I went on a few, and I didn't have any great anxiety or fear when I went on them, but they were short ones, and basically could swim to shore from wherever the boat would go down. Truly, yeah. Except really out deep sea fishing on one of those big bluefish trips. I went on one or two of those. I didn't feel any fear on those. It felt like there was lots of, I don't know. But then again, maybe I'd feel different today because over the years I have felt less and less like going on a boat. Honest to God. But I would go on a boat with you, John. Yes. All right. Because you trust me and you think I would be a good sailor. Yes, I trust you and I think you'd be a good sailor. And also, if the ship went down, we'd be together. Right, we went down like that once before. Right. We were the sailors, like I said before, Rodney Lane and Captain John. And are you saying Barabbas, Barnabas, something like that? That was your last name, Barabbas. Barabbas. Captain John Barabbas. And I was Rodney Lane, right? So when we weren't going down on each other, we were going down with the ship. Oh, shit. You're dying to fit that in there. I sure was. Paul, help me. I know. He's hopeless. I know he is, isn't he, though? And our dog's name was Captain, and he died with us, too. Yeah. So, John, you didn't fear drowning? No, I don't. I didn't carry that fear through, no. But you did. We don't do everything alike. I see, okay. But you know what, Lena? It should make you feel better. It should be heartening news to you that your fears get less and less, okay? And if I have anything to say about it, by the time you're all the way over here, you're not going to remember what fear felt like. So you don't feel fear? No. And I don't mind repeating this to you. I know you ask me this pretty often. I don't feel fear. I don't feel doubt. I have nothing but faith and I have nothing but love. And I love you. And I have faith in God and Mother. And whatever doubt you have or whatever troubles you go through, I'm going to get you through that. Okay? Yes, John. Praise be God and Mother. Praise be God and Mother. Thanks for coming in, Paulie. And big hello to George and Richie. And as you guys know, today we're going to watch Good Old Frida. Know the documentary, free documentary on OKRU. We posted the link. The story of the Beatles and Brian Epstein's private secretary, Rita Kelly. Great documentary. Can't wait to see it again. And when you guys get a chance, really, go watch the Redford movie. All is lost. You won't be sorry. 3333. I love you. I love you too.